What makes Leil Seder so unique? That is two items that every Jew is doing. Almost 90% of every Jew is doing these two items. And in these two items, Eliyahu Navi is there. What's the name of these two items? These two mitzvot? What's the name of these two mitzvot? Brit Milah. Very, very rare. The only a Jewish event that you have a special chair for Eliyahu Navi is Brit Milah. There's no other event. And the wedding is no chairs for Eliyahu Navi. And the Pidyon HaBen and Bar Mitzvah is no chairs. But Brit Milah, Eliyahu Navi is there. And the second one is Leil Seder. If you realize, we have one glass, the first glass, that we keep it for who? For Eliyahu Navi. Almost every home, we have the tradition to keep one cup. We cover it, we put some cover, and we leave it with the wine for Eliyahu Navi to come. And some houses, some community have tradition to have a chair, special chair for Eliyahu Navi. Knowing to be Eliyahu Navi, always visit in every home. Can you answer why these two mitzvot? Why these two acts? Why these two commandments is the only commandment that Eliyahu Navi is coming? Do you know what's the answer? What's that? Because Eliyahu Navi one time came and he spoke Lashon Hara against the Jews. He spoke bad against, he said, God, the Jewish nation left you. God said, the Jewish nation? You're speaking bad against my nation? My children? You know, a father doesn't like, even though that you're right. Nobody is like to go to yeshiva and he asks the teacher, so how is my son? Ala panim. The worst things. Low life, a loser. Wait, Rabbi, can we step outside for a second? Let's finish it man to man. No, maybe the rabbi is right, but you will never talk to this rabbi. You're going to go to the principal. We have to fire him. Why? Maybe he's a good rabbi. I met a rabbi like this. He got fired from yeshiva. Why? And he asked me, Rabbi Vaknin, I did right. He told one of the biggest sponsors of this yeshiva. This yeshiva is Wolf Yeshiva. He told one of the biggest sponsors, your child is, how do you call it? Not a bum. He called his child a bum or... No, not Nebuch. Was a word in English. In a second I'm going to remember. Maybe a moron, maybe. I don't know which word he used. One day later, the rabbi got fired. He said, Rabbi Vaknin, but the child is balagan, a walking balagan. Jumping in, making noise, driving. I said, yes, but you don't tell your father. The father, your child is balagan. He said in a nice way, perhaps, just perhaps. Maybe you're going to teach your child. Maybe you don't come direct. And then when he came to God and said, your children left you. Why? The Almighty God got upset. He said, my dear son, I will prove you that none of the children left me. You know why? Because they have two mitzvot that 95% of the Jews is doing. What's the name of these two mitzvot? Brit Milah and Pesach. Purim. Not everybody celebrates. Everybody dress. People like to dress like a clown or something. How do you call it? Masachot, mask. But how many people fulfill the obligation of the holidays? Maybe 10%, maybe 20% of the Jews. Chanukah, 30% because of Chabad, maybe 40%. Yom Kippur. Listen to the simple calculation. Yom Kippur. Look like everybody. How many Jews we have, Bukharian Jews that live in Queens? How much? 65 to 70,000 Bukharian Jews. Now I'm going to ask you listen to this, simple calculation. You don't have to be deep. If you're going to fill up stuff in the time of Ne'ilah, all the synagogues in the communities, how many Jews can go in? Put all the synagogues, with the synagogue of Hillcrest, the new one, the beautiful one, with them, with the center, with Bet Gavri, any synagogue, or Natan, put all of them. Jonathan, how many people can go in? 10,000. Do you know what's the meaning? 55,000 Jews do not come to the synagogue. It's no place. Simple. 55,000 Jews do not go to synagogue in Yom Kippur. It's no place. Physically wise, no place. Another synagogue is open. Everybody's getting nervous. What nervous? We still have 55,000 in Yom Kippur that do not show up. You get nervous. You have to open every city, every street. You have to open a synagogue. But they have one holidays that almost 90% of the Jews do. Only one. You know what's the name of this holiday? Pessach. And now, Navi, you're going to be there. You're going to be there in Brit Milah. You know why? 90%, above 90% of the Jews keep it. You're going to be there to show that as far that the Jews are, they have two mitzvot that they always keep. Pesach and Brit Milah. If this is so, I will tell you that Pesach is unique. Do you know why Pesach is so unique? Why the night of the seder? Anyone know this answer? Will get free breakfast. Him and his wife.
What's the question?
Before I asked the question, nobody asked. I said free breakfast? He is definitely a Jew. He is a Jew and might be Bukharian 100%. Bullshit. The question is, what? I love you. Your wife is a doctor, you don't need free breakfast, relax. What is this, Rochelle? Okay, you know, doctor, I'm sorry. Now, the question is, what is so unique about Leil Seder? What makes that night the key of all the blessing in our life? Greater from Yom Kippurim, from Purim, from any night. The night of the Seder starts from tonight. I will prove it to you. Tonight is a lucky night. You're going to hear so many explanations, so many chidushim. Just be ready. I wish that you had pen and paper. Yes. The month of Geula.
Rabbi, they could listen to the recording after.
Yeah, okay. The month of redemption. Beautiful. Be'emet, Chodesh Nisan is the most luckiest days to have ability and opportunity to bring Mashiach. But it's not the answer. We're still in exile. Stuff is good. Free sample cappuccino.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No, that one you have to say thank you to the store, not to me. They give you free sample. The breakfast being sponsored by Mr. Shalom. Shalom, Mr. Shalom. Shalom Atlo is a lawyer in Bnei Nara. God will give him a long and empty life. It looks like today his wife scream amen, just to make loud and clear. This way you know who is the wife. When you hear amen, it's strong. May God will bless Mr. Shalom to have Shalom Bayit Amiti, let us say amen. May God will bless Mr. Shalom to raise his children in Torah. Let us say amen. May God will bless Mr. Shalom to have unlimited wealth and unlimited happiness, let us say amen. Being the sponsor, as I saw that he came today with a good mood, I said, Yalla, we have a sponsor for today. Anyone can answer what is the unique? You and your wife and another couple. Can be the rabbi and his wife, by the way. What's the answer? You cannot find this explanation in Hillcrest. No, my friends, you have to come to the... No, I'm not doing Jagaluzi, but this is the place to be. This is the place to be. Whatever, Rabotai. You know, Moshe, what's the answer? The answer is, that night is the most luckiest night. The key of all the blessing. You know, when God created Adam and Eve, God gave Adam and Eve 10 blessings. 10 blessings. When God cursed, after they made the sin, He cursed Adam and Eve with 10 curses. How do you know 10 curses? Because what's the curses that Adam got? What's the curses that Adam got? To be sweat for your parnasa. Nothing is coming easy. Today I'm going to give you such advice how to. This year, each one of you, do not forget in it. We have recording and witnesses. Don't forget what you got these ideas. At the BJCC Youth Minyan Torah Floor, the place to be. My name is Rabbi Vaknin and I approve this message. Remember where you got it. Listen to this. This year, each one of you is going to be rich. Physically, unlimited wealth. If you own a house, you're going to pay the house in cash. If you don't own a house, you're going to buy the house in cash. If you need to build a synagogue, you're going to pay it in cash. Whatever you need this year, B'ezrat Hashem. Your wife needs a vacation, you're going to take your wife to Israel, first class. Let us say amen. Don't take your wife to Cancun and Gehenna, Bura Bura and Gehenna. Take her to Israel, Holy Land. Exactly. Why are you taking it? Cancun, Bura Bura, Dubai. What do we have to do in Dubai? Eretz Israel. We kiss the land of Eretz Israel. We kiss Yerushalayim Abnuya. This is the Michael. Stop going to Dubai, Michael. Yerushalayim Kappa. Michael said, I've never been in Dubai, Rabbi. What do you want for my life? Okay. No, I'm just giving you a warning before you go in. Please do not go. Go to Eretz Israel. Now listen to this. Eliyahu, listen to this. God calls Adam, you know, it's only one blessing in food that is 10 words. All the rest is 9. ברוך אתה השם, אלוקינו מלך העולם, בורא מיני מזונות. How many words? 9. ברוך אתה השם, אלוקינו מלך העולם, שהכל נהיה בדברו. How many? 9. בורא פרי עץ 9. בורא פרי אדמה 9. Every blessing is 9. They have only one ברכה, that is 10. ברוך אתה השם, אלוקינו מלך העולם, המוציא לחם מן הארץ. How many? You know why? Not only because it takes 10 different acts to make bread, because bread is parnasah, and God caused Adam Arishon with 10 different causes. I gave you the 10 blessings, I took it away. Now history went out. Let's travel back to the future. We're traveling right now. We're getting in. We need to get the blessing back. We need to get the blessing back. When exactly we got it? When exactly we got the blessing? You know when? When Yaakov was one night that Esav was fighting for it. This is the reason Esav was fighting so much. Esav was screaming, crying, shouting, because he lost that night. It was only one night that a Jew can overcome a Goy. A Jew have the ability to overcome a Goy. Every Jew. That night is a lucky night. What's the name of the night? Let us say, you know. Because the night that Yaakov Avinu came to get the blessing, it was the night of the seder. Read Rashi. Rashi said he gave them 2 korbanot. One regular korban and one korban chagigah. One korban pessach. You remember korban pessach? And one korban that you can eat. Yaakov Avinu gave his father 4 glasses. The 4 glasses that we're drinking. It was the night of the seder. And Yaakov Avinu, Yitzchak Avinu is blessing Yaakov. Vayiten lecha Elokim. May God will bless you. If you're going to count, they have 10 different blessings in that bracha. And that night, Yaakov Avinu got back the blessing that Adam Arishon left. And you know who is Yaakov Avinu? Shufra de Yaakov ke Shufra de Adam. You see, Yosef HaTzadik had temptation with the most beautiful woman in the world. I'm not talking about regular low-life women that, God forbid, you're going to Vegas and she's coming to start with you. And she look ugly and she act ugly and she's a low-life. I'm talking about classic woman. The most beautiful woman in the world that every day dress different. She put perfume. She come to you, she said, Jonam Bazam. This is Mitzrayim, this is Egypt. Hashem Melech, Balagan, let's make Balagan. Nobody knows. No, you're not married. Tradition-wise, to cheat, it was normal in Egypt until now. Why you become tzaddik? And Yosef didn't make the avera. You know why Yosef didn't do it? Because the Gemara said, Rashi bring it, he saw the face of his father. Big deal. So he saw the face of his father. What exactly have to do with the face of his father that he didn't do the avera? He didn't do the sin because he saw the face of his father. So, listen to what the Gemara said. Yaakov Avinu's face was exactly look like Adam Arishon face. Yaakov was the Gilgul of Adam. He was the reincarnation of Adam. He came to fix what Adam made to. Because of that, Yaakov is the one that got the blessing. The same Adam that made the balagan is the same person that came back in history and fixed it. Now, Yosef HaTzadik is looking and he sees his father. What did he see? He doesn't see his father. He see Adam Arishon. And he see what one avera can do. One avera cost us years of exile. We lost all the blessing. How many times in life you can say only one avera, who cares? One avera, nobody knows. One avera that Adam did cost all of us to die. Cost all of us to sweat hard. Cost all of us to have difficult delivery. All the balagan start with one avera. He said, what you do? If this is Adam, I don't want to do this avera. He told Eshet Potiphar, the wife of Potiphar, I don't want to do it. I'm afraid to do one mistake. Even one mistake. Why? So Yaakov Avinu is what? Is the reincarnation of who? Adam Arishon. If this is so, now we understand what's the connection between Purim and Pesach. It's not only 30 days between Purim and Pesach. The 30 days is introduction. You know why Purim and Pesach is connected to each other? I will throw you right now a bomb. You're not going to believe how much Pesach. When you're coming into Leil Seder, you have to come shivering because you're going to fight for everything that you have that year. Everything that you have, your shalom bayit, your education of children, your health, your parnasa. How do we call it in English? A master key for all the blessing. One night, master key. One night. That everything that you want. And you don't have to be a tzaddik. This is the difference. In Yom Kippur, you have to be tzaddik. In order to be signed, you have to pray the whole time. You have to fast. In Pesach, Borei Olam, you know why you call Pesach Pesach? שפסח על הפתח. God jump over the doors. Can you tell me which doors? Anyone can tell me which doors God opened? God jump? If you know the answer, Mr. Shalom, free breakfast. Which door exactly God jump over?
The doors that the devil marked.
This is a simple explanation. When you come in here to the BJCC, I'm not going to mention the name, but not Bet Gabriel, you come in here to hear something deep. What is so? Which doors?
The doors
Which?
that what God marked with blood.
Which doors? They have one doors that God requests each one of us, except Passover. פתח לי פתחו של פתח, ואפתח לך פתחו של עולם. The door of Teshuvah. In Rosh Hashanah, God said, you want to get good here? Open the door of Teshuvah. In Yom Kippurim, you want to do? Open the door of Teshuvah. In Sukkot, Chanukah, any holidays, they have one holidays that God do not judge you. Arasha, the son of Arasha, is in the table and he's sitting with all of us. And he's praying, why God do not judge? Just be there. Just be there. Just be in the seder. You're going to get all the blessings. Just be there. Listen to this. פסח על הפתח. Which פתח? פתח לי פתחו של מחט. You don't even have to do small steps. Just be there. If this is so, I will tell you what's the connection between Purim and Pesach. And maybe I'm going to answer your questions that you never heard before. You're going to be mesmerized. Listen to this. If you're going to win, Emmanuel, if you win in the lottery, Ovadia, if you win in the lottery, are you going to call the lottery tomorrow and say, can I come in 2 days from now or 1 day from now? What's going to happen? Your wife doesn't let you sleep. Ovadia kapara, Jonam, don't sleep. You sleep, you get boom, you get smack. Wake up. Tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock, Nets. You're already in the door, please. Open the door. Iftach el-babi shabab. Open the door. You're not going to wait. Why? Because maybe day after, it's going to be a certain mistake, right? When you have a good news, when you have a mazal, you never postpone mazal. If you know that you have mazal, that in that day, anything, you're not going to say, God, give me another day. I will ask you $1 million questions. Esther HaMalka is coming in to Achashverosh. She's telling Achashverosh, my dear husband, if you are in a good mood, and if Iman HaMelech Tov, if the king is in a good mood, and you love me, can you come tonight to a dinner? I want to ask you something special. When Achashverosh came, he's full, he's in a good mood, anything you want, whatever you ask, just what's the request? Can you come tomorrow night? I don't understand. Who said that tomorrow night I'm going to be in a good mood? No, I'm in a good mood. These kings, they're changing their mind in 10 minutes. How many times I tell rabbis that collected money? Somebody tell you I'm going to give you 25,000, 50,000, 100,000. You don't come tomorrow. Tomorrow the money is Kaddish, Rahmat Kuna, Kadal v't Kadash. Now, you stand next to him, where is the check? Give me the money. Show me the money. Give me the money, right? Why? Tomorrow, forget about the money. If it's giving you $100, nothing happened. Tomorrow you're going to get it. But if it's giving you 100,000, you don't leave the place. You sit in there. You're driving after him to the house to make sure he's in a good mood. Achashverosh is in a good mood. Michael, why she postponed them? Nobody, everybody heard the story. I believe now everybody say, wow, what a question. How come we never thought about it? Everybody read it, and now everybody going to sleep like nothing. Baruch Hashem, postpone them, not postpone them. Baruch Hashem, we have food, and we have a shpino, and so on, and life is good. Do you have a question to this question? Did you have an answer for this question? Emmanuel, you know what's the answer? You like it that you come tonight. Why Esther postponed Achashverosh 1 day? Why she didn't request to save the Jews in the first night? She told them if the king is in a good mood, come also tomorrow. What do you mean come tomorrow? Now is the Mazan. Now.
Builds the desire to give and anticipation.
I don't know desire. King, you never give him desire. If he's ready, you ask now. You don't give him. You meet the president of the United States and he's in good mood, ask now. Tomorrow can be Janganuzi, somebody's coming in whispering.
Change his mind.
100%. But what exactly happen if tomorrow somebody whisper against you? What exactly? Can you control it? No. Now he's in a good mood. He tell you whatever you want. He told Esther the first night, whatever you want, get. Come tomorrow. What's mean come tomorrow? I will tell this woman is not normal. She needs a psychology. I will pay the psychology. What exactly happened to you? You call me for no reason?
She showed him she loves him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you something you never heard. Do you know why? Because Esther was smart. You know who is Aman Rasha? Aman Rasha is this child of a you know is Bobo Kolon? Is Bobo Kolon? Is Esav Rasha. He came from Amalek, the grandfather of Amalek is Esav. Now, don't think that Aman Rasha was stupid. Why did he come to the event? She invited him. He was so happy because they have only one night that the Jews overcome the Goyim. Only one night. Our power, all the rest of the night, the Goyim can have power above us. But they have only one night. She invited him the first night, not to the same night because she knew that Aman will never show up. Aman knew history. Aman was Talmid Chacham. He knew when Moshe Rabbeinu died. He knew everything about the Jews. He knew Pesukim. He was a giant. He was Talmid Chacham. Do you think that Hitler was ignorant man? What Hitler did is marketing study in every university. He's one of the best salesmen in the world history. To kill Jews and to make it so professional and the whole nation is down. You know what a brilliant individual it was? He knew Judaism better than many Jews. These are Shaim, Imach Shimam, they know everything. So she said, the first night she's going to invite him is what? Yes. The 13 days of Nisan. One night before. Not one night before she knew Haman is going to come. Because in that night, Esav is stronger. So he came. He was happy. Now, after they came, she said, can you come tomorrow? Because tomorrow we'll have a seder. Now Haman cannot say no. Because he's already trapped. Achashverosh is there. That's it. Tomorrow, I know I'm going to have power. Tonight, if I'm going to ask, I'm going to lose. But they have one night. One night that we have power over Esav. Anything you want, you're going to get in that night. What's the name of this night? Leil Seder. The 10 blessings. You remember how many clothing Mordechai? You remember the story with Mordechai? Mordechai and they came in at night to the king, and the king told them how many clothing Mordechai wear? 10 clothing. You know why 10? The 10 blessing. You remember Yaakov Avinu was wearing special clothing? Now history repeats itself. Mordechai is wearing because he knew we got the 10 blessing back. Unreal. Purim was not on Purim. Most of you doesn't even know. Purim had nothing to do with 14 days of Adar. The decree was there. But you know when the miracle happened? Had nothing to do. The miracle, the change of the decree happened when? 14 days of Nisan. And Leil Seder is when the king changed his mind and kill Haman and kill how many children? How many at that night? 10 children of Haman. You know why 10? The 10 blessings. This is only introduction to the depth of tonight. If this is so, let's continue. No, tonight is going to be deep. Your brother no came. I know. I hope that I'm not too deep. What's his name? Andre. Andre, so far we are on the same page. Can we continue swimming? Rabbi, you're flying too much. Welcome to Elal. Moshe, listen to this. Dr. Abraham, what a night. Night of a miracle. This is Leil Seder. Leil Seder is all the blessing of a human being. You know how I know? What is unique in these holidays? And the name of the holidays. And this is the only holidays that we're being called such a names. I'm asking you many questions. At least if you can answer one of them, I have to squeeze breakfast, please. Take breakfast, he's in a good mood.
Order.
Seder. The order.
Very nice, then a seder, but they have another name. Pessach. Pessach kasher.
Tell over the story.
Pessach kasher. Why kasher? You don't say Rosh Hashanah kasher. You don't say Purim kasher. Pesach, it's all about kashrut. Have to be kosher. Maybe your wife will answer, because of all the kosher food and all the kosher dishes, and that we're going to study at the end of the class. It's one of the reasons. But according to what I'm going to tell you tonight, it's not because of that. The name symbolizes that the essence of all the holidays come from Pesach. How do you write Pesach? Pei, Samech, Chet. Kasher, Chav, Shin, Resh. Listen to this. Pesach stands for Pei, Purim. Samech, Sukkot. Chet, Chanukah. Kasher, Chav, Kippur. Shin, Shavuot. Resh, Rosh Hashanah. Or again, it's only introduction. We're going deeper. Today, I know. Maybe you need some, how do you call it? When you swim in deep, how do you call this? Scuba diving. Yeah, we're going. Today we're diving in. And we're jumping in. If this is so, now that we know that, I will tell you something, that you're not going to forget it forever. This year is the year of wealth. You're going to make, Be'ezrat Hashem, so much money, a blessing money. A money that will bring you shalom bayit. A money that will help you to build communities, to build synagogues, to build yeshivot, to build kolelim. God will open all the gate upon you. A money that will give you health and shalom bayit. A money that will give you to raise your children in Torah l'chuppah and masim tovim. Listen to this. They have a reason. Which tefillah Sephardim love the most? Which tefillah? How do you call it? I know, Parnaso. Who said? Avraham, Arambai, we know. The Arambai family don't know. You said beautiful, but in general, Mrs. Alive, you said beautiful, but general. Arambai, they know details. Asher ישווה ביתך. You know why אשרי? פותח את ידיך. הוא מצביע, אמת אליהו? ספרדי, פותח את ידיך. אשכנזים? פותח את ידיך, ספרדי כפרה, jumping, the whole תפילה is sleeping. אמן ידיך, פותח את, תסתת 18. לא, 18 is more important. suddenly become צדיק, פותח את ידיך, we wake up. 18 is sleeping, check the phone, send it back. And פותח את ידיך, nobody send messages. The messages, even the phone is like this. פותח את ידיך, בורא עולם, פותח. You know why they use in the phone and פותח את ידיך? Because they put Zen, בורא עולם, Zen מדבר. quick pay, קשת ועודי לא יכולת, ברוך השם. Now, if this is so, ladies and gentlemen, why, Moshe, this is a shiur once in a lifetime. Ay, what a zechut, what a privilege you have, each one of you. It's only introduction to next week.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Baruch Hashem. I see you extend my life another week until 120 together. Let us say amen. If this is so, why פותח את ידיך is so important? Why? Why פותח את ידיך is so important for פרנסה? Do you know why? Why פותח את ידיך is so important for livelihood? To make wealth. To become wealthy, פותח את ידיך. פרנסו. Why?